Why bother with that? I don't want to feel emotions for these people. Hi, my name is Fiona. I'm a book-obsessed metalhead and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today is another book review. Hide by Kiersten White was a horror novel sold to me as the book that you need to read after seeing Squid Game. So I absolutely adored Squid Game. If you haven't seen it yet, I strongly recommend. So this book is about a group of people who get sent to this abandoned fairground in order to participate in what they at least believe is a reality TV show where they have to play a giant game of hide and seek. And if they get found, they get eliminated. So 14 people take part, 6 girls, 6 boys, well 6 men, 6 women. And every single day, 2 people get eliminated. So yeah, the story is told mainly from the point of view of this girl called Mac, who is homeless, and she lives with this immense amount of guilt for some reason. We know that when she was a kid, her father went crazy and killed her mother and her little sister, but she was too well hidden, so he didn't find her. See, she was too well hidden, so he couldn't find her. And then they have to go and play a game of hide and seek in a playground. The book is called Hide, right? So we find out quite soon that the contestants that are leaving every day aren't actually getting eliminated. They are getting eliminated, but eliminated from life. But we don't ever actually see them die. They always die off camera or off page. So, yeah, this is supposed to be a horror novel without any actual horror in it. We just, get to see, oh, there's a blood splatter on the ground and somebody finds a bracelet from one of the girls. Sure. So they have to play this game for a week, and at the end there's, a promise of a bunch of prize money. I think it's $50,000. We also get the POV from pretty much all the characters, if not briefly. We get to know a bit about them and a bit about why they're there. They want money for startup companies or businesses or internet reality stuff. It's kind of boring, to be honest. None of these characters are particularly interesting. Even the main character, Mac, all we get is kind of her internal conflict with, we learn later on that she was hidden in her little sister's favourite hiding place, and normally it was her sister that would have been hidden there, and so her dad would have killed her instead of her sister, so she feels guilty because she feels she should have died instead of her sister. Sure, it's nothing I've never read about before that hasn't been written in a way better way than this. The other characters are also pretty boring. There's this one guy who's a Chad and who's oh, well, nothing went right in my life, so I went to the gym and got really buff. Yay, well done you. There's another one who's a YouTuber with a prank video thing going on. One of them makes jewelry. Oh my god, I don't care. I did get why this kind of resembles Squid Game in a very loose and far-fetched kind of way. Because we get the whole, child's game and eliminating people and, oh, it's unfair because all these lives get lost for nothing. That's the kind of feeling that I guess I was supposed to get from this. That's it, really. It's oh, how sad. All these people are dying for no reason and it's a waste of life and potential. And we get their backstories, even though they're, not really interesting. And the thing is, in Squid Game, we get the characters' backstories, but, the characters don't, really, they don't represent individual characters. They represent life situations. They represent facets of society that live in terrible conditions because of the way society functions and the unfairness of it. The main character descended into gambling addiction after the trauma of losing his job. We find out another character escaped from North Korea and is trying to adapt in a world that is very foreign from her own and look after her little brother. Another one's in a gang. Another one is an opportunist. Another one blew all their money. So all of these, like, characters are individuals, and we learn about their individual lives, but they are not there representing, like, an individual as in, oh, what a potential for a person, and oh, what a shame that their life is getting wasted in this way. It's a metaphor. It's all metaphorical. It's about how far they are willing to go in desperation, knowing that they're probably going to die, all for the entertainment of a bunch of rich dudes that have so much money they don't know what to do with it. It's not about how unfair because these individuals' potentials were wasted. It's about how unfair society is and how desperation drives people to do terrible things. How a powerful society uses these individuals without caring and has no qualms about throwing their lives away for no reason. All put in place with children's games to show how stupid and ridiculous it really is. The symbolism in that is really strong and really well done. In this, it's just a bunch of people dying because life sucks. That's just what life is like. Unfortunately, certain people die before their time and it's unfair and there's no reason. Yeah, that's just what life is like. There's no message or symbolism behind it. It's just life sucks. But we kind of already know that. So we learn later on that they're dying because of they're actually getting eaten by this monster that was conjured into existence by 7 families who sacrificed themselves so that their descendants could have fame and fortune, and every 6 or 7 years or so they have to feed descendants from these 14 families to this monster. That's why there are 14 people there, and that's why they have to be like 2 males and 2 females because of the like it was 7 couples. So it's 14 people, 7 families. Yeah. And all of the contestants are bastards of these families. They make sure that all the men in the family are very unfaithful and that they create a decent supply of bastards to feed to the monster. And we don't even really know what's going to happen if the monster doesn't get fed. It's also alluded to at one point that these families aren't rich and wealthy and successful because of the deal their ancestors made, but because they're white. So everybody in the USA who is white is super rich and super successful. I don't think it works like that. But I am just a random idiot who lives on the other side of the Atlantic. What do I know? But anyway, the only character I did like in all of the ones of this book was Legrand. So he was the youngest contestant, and he's the only one who's doing this game not for, like, selfish reasons. He's not there because he wants money for a startup company or whatever. He's there because he lives in this cult compound, and his little sister, got stuck at birth, so she has health issues, and nobody is, like, paying for the medical care that she needs. She's just, like, left in a bed all day, and he's the only one who understands that, like, there is a person in there, and she needs to be properly cared for with proper medical help. So he's there to raise the money to get her out of the compound so she can go and have medical assistance. He's the only one who's not completely self-absorbed, which is kind of concerning, considering that this book is trying to make me have some kind of feelings for these characters, because why else would I get given their backstories? It felt like that movie Cocaine Bear, where I was like watching this movie expecting to see a slasher movie, and it is a slasher movie. It's like, I just wanted a dumb slasher movie about a bear that just randomly kills people because it's fueled by cocaine. That's all I wanted to see. But instead of that, I got like 20 fucking minutes of backstory for a character that I know is going to die. Why bother with that? I don't get it. I don't want to feel emotions for these people. And unless it's going to be done, like in Squid Game, in a meaningful way that has some kind of symbolism or metaphorical purpose, don't bother. I didn't care about Chad Dude, I didn't care about Jewelry Girl, I didn't care about... I don't even remember their names, like that's how much I care about them. So yeah, Hyde was 2,500 pages of my life I'm not getting back. So that's it, that was my review of Hyde by Kiersten White. I've been getting notifications endlessly about how she's written another novel, but I really don't care about it. So yeah, that was it for this book. I don't recommend it. But I recommend watching Squid Game, though, if you haven't already. It's very, very violent. Pretty much everybody dies. But my god, it's worth it.
And now for something completely different.
My album recommendation for today is Century Child by Nightwish. Also a band that I put in the Kate Blanchett video. I have moved all my book collection into this house, but I've also moved all my CD collection as well. And I've been rediscovering CDs, and this one I decided to give it a spin. Like, I used to be obsessed with Nightwish when I was a teenager, when I was like 14 or 15. I was obsessed with Nightwish, and I kind of grew out of it, I guess. I don't know, I just like started listening to different stuff when I was about, I don't know, 17 or 18. I kind of just like stopped listening. I mean, I still listen to their albums, but not as much as I used to. And anyway, I kind of thought, oh, I'll give this one a spin again, and I'd forgotten how good this was. I really did. So yeah, Century Child by Nightwish. Definitely go give it a spin. It's Kate Blanchett friendly, and female vocalist with a beautiful lyrical voice and beautiful music. Strongly recommend. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't hesitate to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.